Welcome back to my no damage walkthrough for Resident Evil 4, my friends. In the previous section, poor Luis died and he got impaled by Sadler, and I'm not going to speculate too much on what impaled him, but it was a very bizarre death, no less. We all know that Capcom has a weird obsession with tentacles, and tentacles coming out of weird body parts, but anyway, once again we have to be reunited with Ashley, and first we need to set her free, even though I'm tempted to actually leave her there.
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
So yeah, we have to provide cover fire for Ashley here, otherwise she'll be a goner, and the Zealots will try and kidnap her. And as you can see, she doesn't even try to fight back. On the contrary, she just cowers in fear, and if they pick her up, she lets them take her away. So we can't let her get taken away, otherwise it will be game over if they leave the screen with Ashley. I'm going to throw a flash grenade now because we're going to have to deal with Zealots with crossbows, and I don't want to get hit. And we'll have to take care of another wave of enemies.
The door's locked, I can't open it!
We need to get rid of the Zealot with the red attire, because he holds the key which will allow Ashley to escape. However, honestly, until you defeat all of the Zealots, Ashley won't move, so yeah, you need to dispose of all of them. Make sure you take care of those two Zealots with crossbows first, because they will fire at Leon. And there she goes again. But I guess at least she tries to throw a few punches on their back, but she could still do more. I really think that she could fight back a little bit more. Anyway, let's take care of that guy. There we go. And that guy's down as well. And at this point Ashley could go for the key and get out of here, but no, she won't do it, because there's a Zealot slowly walking towards her. And what do you do when a stranger is following you and you know that that stranger wants to kidnap you? Well, obviously you stand still and wait for that stranger to slowly get up to you and take you away. You'd think for the president's daughter she would be familiar a little bit with kidnapping, and she would know that standing still is not the best option. Anyway, as you can see, we're taking control of Ashley in this segment. And we're going to ignore this first enemy. There's no point in fighting him. So we're going to crawl through here. Those camera angles aren't innocent at all. Again, Capcom follows a certain pattern in every single Resident Evil game, and I guess with Ashley it's no exception. But then again, what can you expect from a game that literally has a trophy called securing the ballistics whenever you rescue Ashley? Anyway, we're going to burn down that Zealot, even though there is a way for you to trap both Zealots in the other room, but it's not that bad, and we can take care of this Zealot with 3 of these lamps. So let's throw another one. Let's just wait for him to get a little bit closer. And there we go, that will take care of him. And now we can calmly exit and move on to the next area. As you can see, it's not like Ashley can't fight at all. She can throw lamps and stuff at their enemies, so again, it's a shame that they make her completely useless whenever she's with Leon, because in desperate times, I guess, as you can see here, she can fight. but the portrayal of female characters in Resident Evil games is something that we could discuss for hours and hours. And we're going to pick up the stone emblem, or the stone tablet. There's a lot of items for you to pick up around here. I don't know where Ashley got the flashlight. That's actually a pretty good point. I've never seen her with a flashlight before, so I don't know where she was hiding that flashlight. And considering how Capcom is, I don't even want to take a guess, but anyway. We're going to solve this puzzle. I remember it took me a while to solve this puzzle on my no commentary walkthrough that I did before, but now the solution is fairly simple. So if you move the pieces like this, move this one down, move the top up, move this one down, and there you go. Move that bottom one down, this last piece, and now you just need to insert the missing tablet, and that solves this puzzle. And I think this is the fastest solution possible to the puzzle, but if it's not, I'm sure someone will let me know. And now we're going to collect a few items. There's a gold bangle on this treasure chest. Make sure you get it. And now we're going to get the serpent emblem, and we can get out of here. I do suppose that this part can be a little bit... It does remind me a little bit of survival horror, just a little bit, because obviously Ashley doesn't have any weapons and we have to dodge enemies, and we're also attacked by random pieces of armor. From my understanding, they're actually controlled by the Las Plagas, and again, those camera shots, they're just... Really? You'd think that... I'm assuming that everyone who developed this game isn't a child. So that makes this extra pathetic in my opinion. But anyway, we're almost done with Ashley here. Though, to her credit, at least they make her actually do something in this game and fight for a little bit and survive on her own. So yeah, this chapter is very short, so once we get out of this room the chapter will be over, but to make up for it the next chapter is going to be extremely long. I mean, not extremely long, but it's going to be pretty long. It might be the longest chapter so far in the game. But first we're going to collect a little bit of handgun ammunition for Leon. I'm sure you'll be happy to get some extra ammunition, even though we don't use the handgun, so we'll just sell it. Place the emblem in the center, and now we can get out of here. And really that's it for this chapter, my friends. There's going to be a cutscene, but after the cutscene plays out, the chapter will be over, and we will once again regain control of Leon. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I will see you all later for the next part. Take care, my friends.
I made it, Leon! Hooray!
Leon!
Ashley! You did good.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, let's move on.